Alright, what's going on? It's your boy Miguel, and I'm about to come at you with another video. And this time I think you're really going to like this one because I'm going to be giving you a case study on my most successful launch yet. This one did over $100,000 in 18 days. I'm going to be showing you the exact number on the screen and on the actual title, so you're going to be able to see that along with screenshots, boom, 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 however the fuck many, and you'll be able to see exactly how much was made, and I'm going to explain to you exactly how I was able to do that with ClickFunnels, with sales funnels, with launches, along with what happened before then in order to make that happen. So if you're new to the channel, my name is Miguel, aka SalesFunnelGod, ClickFunnels funnel hacker. If you aren't already aware, a sales funnel is basically, it's a sales page is literally one page that's selling something, and a sales funnel is when you're taking them through multiple sales pages, multiple different pages where they're able to either purchase something or put their email in for any sort of like ebook or video series, sequences, anything like that. That is what a sales funnel is. And those are what I make. I'm also in charge of the strategy for my clients. So my clients pay me or give me a percentage in order to make these sales pages for them and guide them throughout the process so that they know exactly what to do without having to think much about it. I'm basically coaching them through the entire process, quarterbacking them so that they can just run the plays and get to the end zone. So in this particular funnel, I'm going to leave the name out of the person because I'm not sure if he wants his numbers out there like that. But for this particular person, I helped him go from not making any money with his audience. He does have a pretty sizable audience, about 200,000 subscribers. And I was able to take him from that all the way, from just like having this fan base all the way to actually making it profitable, making that large amount of money in just a very short amount of time, to making about $10,000 every single month, completely passive. Like he barely advertises it. It's on every single one of his YouTube videos, but he's still doing everything that he wants to do, that he likes to do. He's still making his YouTube videos. He's still posting on Instagram whenever he wants, and still doing all the same things that he was doing before. He's able to make that money residually now. So what is the process that I was able to take him through in order to make that happen? Well, we did what's called a product launch. Basically, we announced to his audience, hey, I have this project that I'm working on that's going to help you get this result. I'm keeping it very vague. I mean, if you should know by now that I work in the fitness niche, but I'm keeping it vague because it applies no matter what the market is. So he said to his audience, hey, I'm going to help you get X result with this project that I'm working on. Let me know what you would like to see in it. So immediately we got his audience invested, and it does two things. That does two things. It's basically lets his audience know that he is working on a project, so it builds hype around this thing that he's working on because it's so vague, and it gets them invested because now they're giving their input. And it'll make them more likely to buy it because it's something that they actually had a say in, and it makes the product actually good because instead of just making something that you think would be good for your audience, you're making something that they actually asked for. It's a win-win all the way around. The influencer makes money, a good product is made for the audience, and they're actually able to get the result that they want. Win-win every way around, and that's what's going to make a good product launch, is if you're making it based off of what the audience wants and not what you believe they would like. Although you're going to be the expert in the field, what they actually want to buy may not coincide with what you actually believe that they need in that exact moment. So that's where you have to kind of draw the line, and that's what's going to help you actually have a successful launch. If you don't have an audience, you can do this by going through Facebook groups related to your niche. You can just go on Google Trends. I'll leave a link to that in the description so you're able to see it. But if you go on Google Trends and you actually Google keywords for your niche, you're able to see what is most popular, what's being Googled the most around that niche. And then you're able to base all of your decisions off of what people are actually searching for. That is what is going to make a product launch powerful, and that is exactly what we did here. So we do that, we figure out exactly what his audience wants, and then the way the funnel was structured is that we started off with free stuff. I believe on this channel I've talked about reciprocity multiple times, but I'll go ahead and mention it again now. The book Influence by Robert Cialdini is by far the greatest marketing and sales book ever made. I'm going to say that right now. It's my favorite book, and you should read it at least twice a year. Reciprocity is the idea that if you give someone something for free, then the likelihood of them giving you something after that is the likelihood of them purchasing something or wanting to give you something in return is significantly higher. That's why in order to get an email address, you have to give them something for free. And in order to get a purchase, you have to give them either free bonuses or give them something for free right before you offer them that purchase. I used to work at a restaurant, Olive Garden. And when I heard about this principle, I was dying to test it out, because the example that they give is they would give mints twice in order to get a bigger tip. So what I would literally do is exactly how he mentions it in the book. I would go to the table, give when they're ready to get the check. I'd give them the check and give them a mint. Boom, lay it down. Here's a mint for all of you. Sit it down in front of every single person that had a meal. And then I would go to the back. I already had the mints in my pocket, but I would go to the back for a second and then come back immediately after and be like, hey, normally we don't do this, but because you guys were so nice, I wanted to give each one of you one more mint. I'd give every single person one more mint. And immediately my tips went up. I would have some of the highest tips for the least amount of hours working. And that was because of the reciprocity principle. I came and gave them something, and I gave a reason why I was giving them something. And because of that, they felt the need to give me something in return. You can do the same thing with marketing, product launches, and sales funnels. Whether it be Shopify, a product launch, it doesn't matter. In business in general, give first, evoke that reciprocity principle, give something of value. Make sure you're not just giving crap, otherwise no one's going to care that you're giving them something for free. Give something for value that actually helps solve a pain point for them, and then they will want to give you something in return. 9 times out of 10, that's money. I've heard of people getting messages of them saying, hey, I was able to get all these results. You gave all this free content away and I didn't have money to pay to buy any of your courses. But because I was getting all these results, I just bought one of your courses just to support. That's a real thing. People don't like the balances being tips. Everyone wants to equalize the scales, basically. So that is what I relied on heavily when it came to this launch, and all of my launches moving forward, I'm going to rely on this principle heavily: reciprocity. I'm going to be advising my clients to create free courses, free ebooks, free guides, free checklists, anything free, so that we can give that stuff away for free, and then in return, their customers will want to give us their money. So the launch literally started off with, boom, free product. All right, cool. So they give this, we're giving away a free ebook, and in order to get it, they give us their email, and immediately after, they are offered a tripwire product. A tripwire product, just a fancy way of saying a low dollar item, something under $10. But if you are trying to sell maybe a higher ticket item, something above $500 to $1,000, then maybe a low ticket item or a tripwire product is just something under $100. So that is basically how the funnel structure went. It went free product, tripwire product, and then the actual main course that we wanted to sell. This is where majority of the money was made. The second place where a lot of the money was made, well, hold on, before I get to that. So the funnel went free product, tripwire, main course, another upsell. So immediately after they buy this, what they're immediately shown what's called a one-click upsell. Basically, instead of them having to put their card information over and over again to buy this stuff, they're able to just click one button and then boom, that thing is immediately added to their cart and it's purchased. They don't have to do anything extra. It makes it very powerful, and it makes it easy for the customer, and easy for you as a business person to make money. Win-win all the way around, once again. So they're immediately offered the main course, another upsell, and then on the very last page, they're offered a profit maximizer. What a profit maximizer is you're able to massively increase the average cart value. The average cart value is the amount of money that you make per person that purchases within that funnel. So by offering something like a profit maximizer, just a higher ticket item than everything else, then you're able to make significantly more amount of money per customer. So instead of you trying to get as many sales as possible, you can greatly increase the amount of money that you make by increasing the average cart value. For a Shopify store, this would be doing bundles or offering to add other stuff to the cart that matches what they're purchasing. In this case, it was offering something that would help speed up their results because it's an info product. It was offering something that would speed up their results. And in order to get that, they were working much closer to the influencer. And in order to get that, they would have to spend a larger amount of money. Not that many people are going to get it, but because it is a larger ticket item, it doesn't matter that a lot of people aren't going to get it because you're going to be getting more money anyways. Boom, you've increased the average cart value. So doing this, that made about like $78,000 in about 3 weeks. And the last 2 weeks, we were kind of just pushing the tripwire offer, that lower ticket item. No. Sorry. Those last 2 weeks, we were pushing the main course. So we were able to make about $20,000 in that last week alone. And the reason we were able to make so much money in that last week is because we did what's called retargeting. I was able, from the emails that we were collecting in the beginning when we were giving away the free stuff, I was sending segmented emails out to the people who did not purchase the main course and giving them a deal. And it was time-based, so it only lasted a week in order to create urgency. So you see how, if you've read the book Influence, you see where everything's playing out. I'm creating urgency, and I'm making sure that they know that this thing is going to end. And if they don't take action immediately, then this deal is going to go away. So I'm creating that urgency, and it's real. The only urgency that works is real urgency. So this urgency is real, all right? So they're immediately they're sent out these emails on a daily basis throughout this week, and it's pumping up sales just incredibly. Email marketing is extremely undervalued when it comes to online business, and these emails, I think I sent out maybe 4 over the course of this week. That attributed to maybe about $15,000. Where the other $5,000 come from? Retargeting ads to the people who didn't buy. The only people who were seeing these ads were the people who would hit the sales page and then not purchase the product. I did this so that they were basically seeing this deal everywhere and anywhere. They would get on their phone, get on Facebook, and oh my God, there's that deal again. I should probably take advantage of that. Get on Instagram. Oh look, there's that deal again. I should probably take advantage of that. Go into their email. Oh, hey, you have to take advantage of this deal or else it's going to go away very soon. They know I should probably take advantage of that or else this is going to go away. And eventually they're going to take advantage because it's something that they want. And the only reason you know that it's something that they want, going back to the very beginning, because you asked them and they gave their input on this course. This is a very broad overview of the funnel, the whole funnel system, the whole launch structure. And this is what attributed to over $100,000 made in just 18 days. Like, just imagine what that kind of money can do for your life. My client is able to travel a lot more. He's able to go out. He was able to reduce the amount of hours that he works at his personal training job. He could quit if he wanted, but he chooses not to because he genuinely enjoys helping people. So that's the kind of power. But now he's doing it by choice instead of being forced to because he needs to feed himself. That's the kind of power that you can get from a product launch structure like this. And even if you don't have an audience, you can easily run ads to structure systems like this, and you'll know they'll work because they work in large audiences. The only difference is it'll take a little bit more time and it'll take a little bit more effort in your part to find that audience. And we'll definitely talk about that in future videos. Until then, thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know anything else that you want to see in future videos. And I would like to thank you for watching, and peace.